Hi.
Hey.
My name's Nicholas. I can't see it anyway. I don't even know why I'm looking there.
Yeah.
My blind ears. What's your name?
Edmon. You were talking. You were running your goddamn mouth. That's all you've been doing all weekend is running your mouth. Just yapping off.
Maybe if you got to running and got a couple steps in,
You not funny.
you wouldn't be built like that. But you built like that because you don't get to run it.
You need newer jokes. You need to watch more stuff to get like.
I never made that joke before.
You need to. You have.
When did I make it?
Give me a date.
Give me a date. Give me a date. Give me a time. Run it back. What time did I say it?
You always doing Jocelyn voice and
yeah,
saying,
I am always doing Jocelyn
maybe
voice.
if you didn't look like. You need to watch more things to get more jokes to steal.
So you want me to watch things other than Zeus Network?
Yes.
So you don't love me for who I am?
No. Welcome to the Emmizzie podcast.
So what's up? Tell us in the comments. Oh my god, all that. That's so sick. I love that for you. Welcome back.
Look at that comment right there. No, it said y'all been gone for 80 years.
80 years.
Where the fuck have y'all been?
Geriatric.
Dusty old bitches. Fat.
Stop.
I can't read the rest of that. It's too far from my old man eyes.
So yeah, we were away.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like we were away in rehab. We were just away.
We went to rehab.
We were doing episodes and it was good. I'm not gonna lie. Life got a little crazy.
Yeah.
Hi. My name's Nick. My life's a little crazy. But life is so different now. As of what time is it?
8 o'clock.
As of at 3 o'clock today. I don't know how the math goes. Is that 5?
Yeah.
5 hours ago. Life got so different.
It did, yeah.
We're here today because we're starting everything back up today. Like literally everything.
From the ground up, bottom up.
Yeah, bottoms
was up.
Bottoms were up.
So basically, because
we're on OF.
He's taking a long time to get there. I'm bored.
I quit my job and I'm on OF.
No, we're gonna discuss the new setup before people listen to this.
The new setup.
The new format that we're gonna do. So basically, what we're gonna do now is because all the last episodes from the last season, whatever the fuck,
season,
we're all super duper serious.
Yeah,
for no reason.
I was going through it though. I really needed to be on my spiritual journey.
You can still do that, but what we're gonna do?
I was like full force.
Yeah.
But
what we're gonna do now is that we're both gonna have like topics. Today he's not gonna have none, but
I have one for sure that I remember.
He ain't gonna have none but two. Because I got all mine on my phone and his is on his phone. And
you know what everyone's gonna say?
Everyone's
gonna be like, wow, that's so different. Because normally Nick is the one reading things and Edmund is just reacting because he never knows what's going on. Look how the turntables turn. Another Zeus.
We're gonna bring up topics and just discuss them. And then if we get into something, we get into something. If we don't, we move on. If we don't get through everything, we just put it in the next episode. We also will have listener letters. That's still a thing. If you
I know, we literally stopped the podcast. We were like, put in your listener letters.
And then just left. Like, who do that? Like, but we're gonna be full-fledged with that. If you have anything that you want to share,
stories, questions, literally anything,
all that, make them under 2 minutes if it's a voice note. Don't send me no novel.
This is not an audiobook. This is not Audible.
Don't send me no novel if it's text. But either or. We have one at the end of this episode today we're gonna discuss, but we're gonna get there when we get there.
Really though, this whole setup change is we're gonna actually just talk it now. I didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings, and I tried to be like a cute little influencer and be like, we can't talk about that. I don't want to offend anyone.
And now
I gave up the job.
And now he gonna get himself canceled.
I'm gonna get myself canceled. You know what? You can't cancel me, bitch. You know why?
Why?
Because being on the internet's not my job anymore.
True.
I'm not a teacher and I'm not an influencer anymore. I sell my body online.
Essentially. I mean, you still gotta be nice because if you be too mean, people are not gonna want to see your body online.
Oh.
It's a fine line that you're gonna have to figure out, and you're gonna struggle for a long time, and I don't know how to help you.
Don't worry, I've been struggling for 32 years. It's just a new one added to the list. Oh yeah, so I quit my job.
Is that your first topic?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just decided we're starting.
Okay, let's go.
I quit my job. Most of you know I was a dance teacher. Did it for over half my life. And I felt like I lived a double life because which we will talk about in another episode. I'm sure it'll be a full episode. I was a stripper. But so yeah, I did that for a lot of years. And then I stopped, like, I don't know, when I was like 26, I think.
Okay.
And then I just started teaching full time. I stopped like 2 years before I met you. Or maybe 2.5 before I met you. So I met you when I was 28. That's a lie. So 27.
Okay.
I don't know, okay?
You're 32 now.
Oh. I'm going to be 33. but whatever. Anyway, this is not a math lesson, so shut up, everyone.
Anyway, yeah, next, go.
So yeah, I was doing that for a long time, and I feel like I lived a double life, and I couldn't really talk about that stuff online. Not because I was ashamed of it. I actually I slayed. Okay, I look so good. I was doing the thing. Hello,
the damn thing.
But I couldn't talk about it because I had another job. So I lived 2 lives basically. And in my 32nd year of life, which a lot of you know because I was on my spiritual sheet for a while, I was trying to figure out who I was and get my life together mentally because physically it was not together. So I was like, let me work on my brain. And then that's when everything became like serious on YouTube and podcasts and everything. What are you doing?
The mic smells funny.
Is that your stank ass breath?
No, it just smells like
stank ass breath.
Rubber.
Oh, kind of.
Like
this one smells like it too. Anyway, but so I just decided it was time for me to like be myself. I feel like I've been living a double life and censoring myself so much because I obviously understood the gravity of what my job was, and I had to be a certain person like in public, online, and everything. And then the brand deal thing started to get bigger, and I was like happy because I was getting brand deals, but then I realized like I again couldn't be myself. I really had to edit everything I said because you want to keep this job and do these things, and I realized for what? I'm like losing who I am in all these things. So yeah, I quit my job. Basically quit being an influencer, I guess by proxy, because when you choose this other form of content, it can't be like what it was. That's my update. And then we got on the OF.
Is that your second update?
Oh no, it's all encompassing.
Oh, so ultimately,
well, that's why I quit my job so I could start the OF.
So you can do OnlyFans.
Because I couldn't do both. I don't want to get demonetized, so I don't want to say that.
Oh, you can't say OnlyFans on
I
YouTube?
don't know. You can't say anything. So anyway, so we're on OF. We're doing all of it. But basically, yeah, all of it. This isn't no influencer who just gets on and like posts their Instagram pics with a paywall.
I'm a daycare.
Oh my God. Did you drop the kids off yet?
I don't remember.
Oh.
It's been a lot of children.
They were kidnapped.
I was about to say there was a lot of children in there, and that's really crazy because that's not what I mean.
Hi, everyone. Chris, what is that Dateline special? Fucking Chris Hansen comes out.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to talk. But yeah, so
have a seat.
Well, have a seat. That's what he says. Yeah, we basically got on there, and it wasn't because I never wanted to. I just again wanted to keep my other job. So yeah, slay. Today was our launch day.
Yeah, so you got anything else you want to talk about? I only got 2 and I got 8, so you might as well just get yours off.
We'll do a whole episode on like how we felt going into doing OF, and then like how we feel on the launch day and how we feel whatever. But like, give us like a month to like get in the groove,
to marinate in it and sit in it, to soak in it.
I've been anyway, but yeah. So my other actual topic is: do you remember I was talking about Pauly D? How I think it was Angelina on Jersey Shore. She threw a drink at Pauly's girlfriend and then went and hid in a room so the girl couldn't get to her.
I remember this.
And Pauly broke down the door so that his girlfriend could get her lick back. And there's a lot of people are like on his side being like, as he should, King. And then there's a lot of people who are like, he interjected. He shouldn't have did that.
Yeah.
If your man doesn't stand up for you, like just say that. I just feel like, what?
Yeah, I feel like if I'm somewhere and somebody like hits you, well, first of all, I'm gonna break your fucking jaw because
we're different.
Keep your hands to yourself. It's a whole different ball game over here, baby. But if you were a lady, and another lady hit you, because I don't hit lady, and I can't hit a lady,
and you couldn't call Zoetta,
and I couldn't call my sister. So you know what I'm saying, or your aunt, Alicia,
or like your mom,
or like any. If I couldn't call the gang to come do something, if he didn't have his phone, you feel me? If I didn't have my phone, there you go. Yeah. And then old girl ran into another room. I'm using every force of all of my ancestors to get that door down. And then I'm gonna hold that bitch arm so that when you punching her in her shit, she can't fight back. Oh yeah.
So crazy.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna pin her down on the floor and let you just punch her all in her shit. Rearrange her face. I feel
like if this little like gay boy like hit me, you would do the same.
No, I would fight back because he's a boy.
Or I would just be like, just grab his arms and I'd just be like, bitch. I think it'd be funny. Oh yeah, more like fun than anything. Anyway,
I mean, I would have hit him though because he's a dude. So like whatever.
Yeah. My first thought was like as he should.
Of course, yeah.
And then I couldn't believe I go through the comments and people were like, he shouldn't have gotten in their business. Like, that's a man. That's blah, blah, blah. He didn't touch her.
He didn't do shit to that girl.
He didn't touch her.
No.
Kick that door down.
He was doing what he was supposed to help his girl get the upper hand. Because furthermore, bitch, don't hit somebody and then run off. That's hoe shit.
You're such a puss.
Like, now I'm mad because you a hoe. Like, you soft. You soft and you thinking we not gonna do, like, no, bro, she about to come in there and max your ass out. The fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, I totally would do that. I
Absolutely.
loved it. Literally the second I saw it, I was like, I could date him even though he has spiky hair. Just because of that.
Do he still got spiky hair today?
Spiky hair and a hell of filler.
He just ain't never got.
His face
he
is
never
so
left filler.
Yeah, Google him right now.
Pauly D has filler, bro.
Pauly D 2023.
Oh my god.
Not the OF being up on your phone. Are you looking at my content?
No, I'm being a manager.
Yeah,
that's what I'm doing.
You manage me, daddy.
I thought he was just like, that was like old man face because this nigga's not like 25 no more.
No, I really feel like it's filler.
How old were they during Jersey Shore, like the beginning of the show?
Alexa, how old is Pauly D?
Well, Pauly D Del Vecchio is 43 years old.
Oh my god, he's only like 10 years older than me.
43. Okay, well, I have a gang of shit to get through, and I got screenshots and everything.
You got a gaggle.
Okay, so because he's ill prepared, he doesn't have any of his things. This is going to be the Edmon podcast. The title of this podcast is going to be Edmon's Topics Are Important, and you're going to listen to everything I have to say. So, welcome to my podcast. You can be my co-host. What's your name, co-host? Bitch. Anyway, so my first topic. It is important for y'all to learn your coworkers' names. And to understand who is what are you guys?
I'm so bad at this.
Oh,
bro, there's coworkers that I've worked with and I didn't even ever know their names. Or like literally the last time I was teaching, I turn to Mel and I go, "Who is that?" And she goes, "You know who that is?" I go, "I have no idea who that is." And she goes, "You even danced with her at your first dance studio." I'm like, "Never seen that girl a day in my life."
Well, I think that's more. I think that's better. I think your thing is better because my thing was always that I remember faces and who people are, but I would just never not know their fucking names.
I don't even know who they are.
But like I said, that's better because.
Or like I'd teach a kid all year and be like,
who's that child?
It's just like it's too late. Like I know that I don't know their name and it's like been too long now. I can't ask. That's horrible because it's been like 2 months. Yeah.
Anyway, so my story as to why this is important. Okay, so when I used to be a bouncer at a nightclub, I'm not gonna say the name of the nightclub because whatever the fuck. There was a time that there was a man in there that fell out and had a seizure, and one of our other bouncers was, I guess, like certified in like CPR and like other shit like that, so he could do something to help the man. And so I remember when the guy had fell, one of the barbacks that came to me and said, "Yo, this dude fell out. Go get Mark." And I was like, "Work." Now, hold on. At the time, the only Mark I knew was the DJ.
Oh no!
And so I runs down to the DJ. I'm like, "Mark, somebody passed out. They telling that they need you right now." He literally looking at me like, I can't leave from, what are you talking about? I'm like, "But they need you. Somebody fell out." He was like, "I don't know what to tell you, bro." And he just kept on going back to DJ. So I'm standing there like, oh my God, this dude fell out. He having a seizure right now. He about to fucking die. And I go like back towards the dude and I see the other bouncer.
And you're like, "That's Mark."
And I'm like, oh my God, that's Mark. So it's important to learn people's names.
That is so crazy. That's horrible.
Because it could save someone's life.
Yeah.
It could save somebody's life.
I've had
bro,
so many situations like that. Or like, well, back when I was stripping. It's really tough because people have like their real name and their fake name.
I can see that happening because like stage names and fake names. So I
would like literally get confused about what to call people because I would like forget if that's like their stripper name. Because their stripper name is not like Wild Star. It's like Billy. You know, it's like a name.
You worked with a lot of white dudes too, didn't you?
Mostly like tan, brown, black.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then.
Because you have to think it's like fetish, right? So it's like,
yeah, but it's like a gay bar.
Yeah, and gay people fetishize black men.
Yeah, but like I thought it was just gonna be like the white strip club.
No, there's a couple white gays, but no. Honestly, mostly not, I feel like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Because I was about to say, like, I know when you work with white people, a lot of them be all Dan, Jim, Paul, like Bob. It's like 6 Bobs. like 18 Johns. Like,
yeah, but not as like a stripper. Their names would be like whatever. I almost said my name. I almost said my stripper name. It's not for you guys. Not because I wouldn't tell you, because I know you'd call me it, and I don't want that.
What was your stripper name? Like Antonio or some wild shit?
No.
The shit was like,
I'm not going to put it on here because they're going to call me it.
Absolutely.
I don't want that. I'll tell you after.
Okay, for sure.
I think I've definitely told you. But there'd be times when it's like, I'm in the back room with somebody, like a client, and they're like, I would love to see you in here with like Jose. I'm like,
you're like, go get Jose,
who
and
the
you walk
fuck is
out, and you
Jose?
just like,
or I don't know if I can say this.
if you can't, just cut it out.
Okay. So like, I don't think I can say this. I'll cut it out. Or I'll just like bleep it. Like I used to have to like bring drugs back and forth.
Of course.
From client to like whatever. Can I say that?
The liaison, huh?
Can I say that?
You can't. It's not. You don't know. Yeah, you can say that.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Okay. I go to jail.
They're gonna arrest you because you. What?
Because you said you did it. That's true. So you'd have to like bring stuff like goodies, like goodie bags.
Paraphernalia.
From like client to like client,
Ganja.
or like from client to stripper, stripper
Okay,
to
you were
client.
a mule.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do it all in this economy.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd be like, give this to like Ricardo, and you're like, the fuck is Ricardo? And then you're walking around because you want to do it because you want to get the money that's involved too, because they're going to pay you to do it.
Of course, yeah.
So you don't.
But you also want to make sure
Yeah.
you're giving the $5,000 to the right Ricardo.
So it's like you don't want to like say the wrong thing or like give it to the wrong person. You don't want to say no because you want to make that money.
Of course.
Off of that. So you would just be like going around being like to other strippers being like, who the fuck is Ricardo?
Yeah.
Do you know Ricardo here?
Uh-huh.
Do you know Ricardo? And you just be asking me, yeah, I agree. You have to know people's names because you can fuck up your bag.
Have you ever like did that and then like you gave it to the wrong?
100%.
Like...
Yeah.
So I just gave like $500. You just gave it to the wrong dude.
I got
out.
No, I got once because one of the strippers was like, well, that's my name. And I was like, oh, Slick, here. Bitch went home. There I went. Ricardo fucking walks up to the guy, where's my fucking drugs? I'm like, Wah! So I had to give my money like that I made that night.
Well, I feel like that was stupid on my man's part too, because you have to come back to work, bro. Like I'm sure it wasn't enough of a get off so where he can just like leave and never come back.
Yeah.
But then again, people in that life aren't very like.
Well, it's like a
some people
it's,
like
it's a
steal
drug den,
things.
right? You know, you just got to be smart. We'll talk about that another time and just not get into that.
Mm-hmm.
The usage of it, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I don't know. We've seen a lot of strippers come and go because they got too into drugs.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah. So know people's names. You might do a bad deal.
Mm-hmm.
And lose your money that night. You guys have no idea. Like the stories I'm gonna be able to tell now. I lived the craziest life.
You really did.
And for
live
years,
some wild shit.
For years, we've always said shit like, "Wow, I wish that you didn't teach because you'd be able to tell so many crazy stories and just say things." And I'm like, yeah.
Well, now you can.
Like one day, I'm gonna tell the hospital story.
Personally, I can't wait for that.
That is viral for sure.
I can't wait for
No,
that.
I will die. My poor mother. I'd have to tell my mom first.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just put it out and her be like, what? Like I have to tell her it's coming.
I would prefer that she found out
No,
through the podcast.
that is so horrible.
And I want your dad to
because my dad's gonna listen.
FaceTime and then be like,
Because I'll FaceTime my mom and he'll just in the background be like, so
So about
that's
that
the
thing.
time that you said, I can't believe the ambulance doesn't bring you home. Because
Yeah.
that's when it was. My dad would be like, so that's what that time was. Yeah. Oh god.
I'm
But yeah, I have so
doing
many good stories for you. They're coming.
I love that. Illinois is the first state to pass the first kid fluencer law. So
Oh my god, really?
yeah. So it don't come into effect until like I think June or July in 2024. But basically what it's saying is that any kid under what is it? I got notes right here. Any kid under 16 can earn a percentage of like the earnings that you make online. Over 10 cents a view. Like if you make money on stuff that's getting views that are 10 cents a view or more, you can get up to 30% or more of that income if you're in the content for more than 30 days. Or for at least 30 days.
That's actually really awesome.
It's incredible.
Because that's a huge thing in this like creator space is people always talk about like mommy vloggers and like parent accounts and like how they exploit their children and then the kids end up with like nothing.
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But like in movies and in that world, there still needs to be a lot more, but there's a lot of regulation, but there's none online
for like kids, influencers and shit.
So that's actually really awesome.
It's sweet too because they made it to where like the parents have to have like us trust.
How do they prove it though?
So if you listen to me, the parents have to put that
conversating.
The parents have to put that money in a trust, and there has to be like a trail or record that shows how much money you made versus how much money is going to these kids in that trust. Whenever you like do your tax, I think when you do your taxes or shit like that, like you got to prove that you're giving this kid this money, or you can face fines and get in trouble.
I wonder how they're gonna try to like, like spin it.
How are you gonna try to spin it?
I feel like they're just gonna like put their kids in less content but still have them and know that like the 1 or 2 videos is gonna blow up.
Another thing too that I learned, I was gonna ask you about this too because you do like internet shit, or did at least.
I thought you were gonna say that I'm just really cute. Somebody
said that this shit is cute and it's a cute start, but they said that like a lot of kids won't be affected by this because to get 10 cents per view is like the high end shit, like that's like the unboxing videos and like the Ace Family and like shit like that, but like other people don't get that much money per view.
Yeah, true. Because I know on YouTube it's like
what did you get?
I think like the base on YouTube is like $7 per 1,000 views.
Okay, so
I don't know how that breaks down, but
that's not 10 cents a view.
No,
at all.
No,
it's a tenth of a tenth.
But so it's like, it's really good that those regulations are in there, but it's like it actually doesn't like necessarily fix anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good start though. I feel
especially on TikTok. Those kids who those parents who put their kids on TikTok, they're not getting 10 cents a view. They're not. It's like 0.0004 or something like that.
Yeah. No, yeah. You get like half of a fucking thing.
So that's really awesome, but I just feel like it's a Band-Aid. On like a Band-Aid on like a full body wound. Like if you were split in half head to toe.
Yeah.
And they were just like,
right.
Band-Aid, baby.
I just always think it's weird that people like, I guess I want to say weird that people make like, I think it's weird when like, I'm cool with, it's my last start. So that's my last start.
This is
that's
my
last
topic.
start.
This is actually my topic we're going to talk about. This is the topic that we're going to talk about. This is mine today. This fucker. This fat faggot. Okay. This is what's been going on for the last 2 months. This is why we haven't recorded. Because he starts a topic at least 5 times. He'll be like, so I think it's funny how, isn't it so crazy when, you know what's really hot? And then once I see that the second one is finishing, but he's not like continuing, I'll be like, you get one more. You get one more time to start that sentence. So sit on it, marinate on it.
I was on my last one. I was there.
I just like I've never seen someone start a sentence more times and never finish.
Because
sometimes you don't even finish.
Because I be wanting to make sure I'm saying the right shit.
Sometimes you just say never mind. And I just listen to you start a sentence 6 times, and you're like, never mind, I got it.
Because then I can't articulate what I wanted to say right, or I realize I don't have to say nothing. And then
but like, what if you just like thought about it first?
Why would you? Anyway, I think
I'm sick of this hoe.
It is cool when you have kids and shit, and it's like.
But when it's the focus.
When it's the focus, that's so weird to me. I don't like that when the child is the focus of the channel.
I agree. I always think that's really weird because kids can't consent, I think, in a lot of ways. And so even if they're like 14, they still don't know what like they're doing. So like they'll make a lot of choices and then later on be like, damn, I wish my mom didn't talk about me getting my period for the first time online. But at the time, you're like not in it. I've seen a lot of people talk about like this.
Yeah.
They're like, you didn't know, like growing up, that was going to be the focus, say, of a video. Like your mom's filming you being like, hey, do you need a tampon? And you're like, yes, mom. And then you walk away. And then the kid grows up and is like, yeah, I didn't know that conversation was going to turn into a 20-minute video of her talking about my puberty experience.
When I left the room, yeah.
Like that happens a lot. And a lot of kids grow up and talk about it when their parents, like when they're legally able to like leave their
because
parents.
It's exploitation. Like
100%.
For sure. Like
I've always thought that was so weird. Bro. And that's why like the second that I not blew up because I didn't blow up, but like the second I got bigger, more followers, I guess. I started to notice like how weird people are on the internet, and people would like say things, or I'd get like more views when my kids were in, like my students were in content.
Yeah.
And then I completely stopped. Like I wiped teaching and everything off of my social media, and everybody like would ask, why don't you post dance content. Why don't you post your kids? Why don't
You
you do that?
niggas
And I
is
said,
weirdos.
because I would never like put my kids on there like that. Even though their parents were like, oh my God, I would love to be like to have this kid in a vlog. I'm like, I just know that there's weirdos.
It's freaks out there for sure.
Yeah.
When you first started doing that, I thought it was cute because like it's you interacting with your like students. And, like,
yeah, I think it's cute too. And like, there's some of my favorite
like, bro,
videos.
Niggas is really oddballs
It's not
for
worth
real.
it. And especially like, yeah, no, I don't know. It's weird.
I don't like that.
No.
So Bartos. What?
This is your topic.
So Bartos. If you don't know who Bartos is, I need you to go into your Instagram search and type in BARTOSZ, and you're gonna see the finest white man from
over the pond.
I
was gonna say yonder, then I decided not to.
I'm trying to do his like what's his
medium. I'm going to medium.
I got to medium.
Yeah. Hello.
You
know that guy? You guys know that guy.
You know who the fuck
that white guy?
about?
And he comes on and he's always like, hello.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so hot.
He's the finest.
I liked when he was thicker, but
I do too. But I like him.
Yeah, I like him anyway. He comes.
I like him, but I just like
him
when he was thicker. Yeah, he was jigglier.
He got big titties now, though.
He's so delicious.
Edmond's in a fit, though. I already know what this topic is.
What is it about?
That he has a girlfriend and you're upset?
No, but let's park there for a second because bitch, fuck her.
How about we've been lusting over this man for well over a year. And I just randomly send Edmond a thing and I go, Bartos has a girlfriend. And his whole shtick was that like nobody liked him. Like he couldn't get a girlfriend, and we were like,
and nobody knew,
right here.
Nobody knew if he was gay or not.
Right. Yeah, because he like played the line a lot.
Yeah.
So I sent him a thing and I'm like, he has a girlfriend. Immediately Edmond's like, fuck her, blah 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 blah.
Because fuck
that
her,
bitch.
she's so pretty and she's probably really nice, and I'm very happy for them. But fuck her, bitch, because now you in my way. Did nobody tell you to come pop your bitch ass up nowhere and do anything with anybody? That's not your nigga. It's mine.
What?
The fuck is wrong with you? And then he got the nerve to have this bitch all over the internet like I don't see it. Like I told him, I said, bitch, you better get that bitch because if she come up missing, then it's my fault, right? And I'm tripping.
Every time he posts her, you're just like, this is an attack.
It is, and he know it is. He be trying to play crazy though. He's just doing that because he need like a shield and he want to like look straight.
You're
it's okay.
So crazy.
We just be playing like that sometimes though, honestly. Bartos did this ad. I think it's like a little workout supplement or some shit like that. Or is it a workout supplement?
Wait,
or it was
clothes?
It was clothes.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. He had the worst transitions. Anyway,
it was very bad. But one of the comments was somebody. I'm not gonna say their name, but the comment was.
Is it mean?
Yeah.
Say their name.
Somebody sit. I give up.
Lex Siddlecohen, you can sit the fuck down.
I think it's a dude too. Some motherfucker said, "Too bad. This also became another cheap selling point."
What?
Let me try it again. He said, "Too bad this also became another cheap selling point. Well, it was fun being here while things were normal and cute. Unfollowed."
Nobody likes when an influencer gets the first brand deal.
Nobody likes that. But also, I hate when you niggas announce when you leaving.
Like this is an airport.
Did nobody ask you for your opinion to begin with, number one. And then number two, what makes you think that the nigga got 2 replies underneath and both was, bitch beat bricks? Like, why are you still here? Don't nobody give a fuck about nothing you talking about. You don't have to make no announcement when you leave and when you're the consumer of the content.
It's
like
really
that's really weird, babe. That's
telling
like,
a person who doesn't know you that you're leaving. Okay, who are you?
When you are on the side of no power, that's like niggas that be going into these fast food restaurants and be like, "I'm never coming to eat here again." You think them fucking people will give a fuck about you coming back and buying your McDouble, you big back bitch? Take your ass to a different McDonald's, which is what you're gonna do anyway. Like,
I know. I really hate that, especially though, because I experienced that the very first time I got a
somebody
brand
did it to us today, and that was so fucking stupid.
What?
That dude he was talking about. So why can't we have one wholesome gay couple, nigga? Cause suck dick.
You don't know me because I was never like that. Like I don't know.
You know what you're talking about?
Yeah, I just hate when people like see influencers like get a brand deal, and then like get upset and be like, "You sold out." It's like this is their job. What? We expect you to be on here and create content all day for free. Fuck you. What? It's a job.
But that's how they sound for real though. That's how they sound for real.
You may not like that people get paid a lot of money to like put out a stupid ad, but like, why are you upset? Because are you so upset that like they're making more money than say a doctor? Then give up your salary. If you feel so like just
for
give
real,
yours
if
up.
you that mad and
Who
give
cares?
up your cheese, for
Why
real.
does that affect you that much? Because I guarantee you, if fucking Fabletics was like, here's $20,000, make this 1 minute post, you would fucking do it.
And but my whole thing is that I don't understand the frustration because they act as if like doing that thing just changes the entire layout of the whole account. Like he not gonna be funny no more. He not gonna do cute shit no more. He not gonna do like he not gonna post them delicious ass body pics with the titties out and the little crack coming out a little bit on the side.
That is so crazy.
He not gonna do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still you still get the same shit, bro. It's just that I'm posting this because niggas paid me a few grand to do it.
And even like for us, it's like my TikTok is going to stay the same. Like I posted a vlog today where I talked about OnlyFans. I was just as funny as I normally am.
Yeah.
We were just as regular as we normally were, but then people are like, oh no, you're not wholesome. Well, I'm not going to post my ween on TikTok. Hello? So nothing's going to change for you. Don't subscribe and everything will stay the same. I'll still be wholesome.
But I'm just like, how is it not wholesome that I'm talking about this? Like, if you don't like this content, bitch, keep it pushing and come back when I put some more dog videos up. It don't change. It don't switch nothing.
Yeah.
I don't get that. It don't never made sense to me.
Yeah.
People be having a game.
Why are you so attached to a single human? And then, so if you're that like attached to them, why are you so quick to be so upset when they do something?
It's because
you're supposed to be team them.
People be having their own concepts of who you supposed to be, like as a creator, and then when you like not be that, it's the same thing as like whenever like when people was mad about the Doja Cat shit, like they expected her to be like this cool, funny, cute girl, and when she came out and said, "I don't know, y'all don't give a fuck."
Yeah.
Then y'all want to be mad, and it's like. She kind of has been that the whole time. You bitches just didn't see it.
She's trolled you all the whole time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew she felt like that from the beginning, but you bitches thought because she came out with a fucking mood song that she was supposed to be like y'all friends. Like, I don't know what the fuck.
And even like when people are like, well, yeah, you shouldn't do OF or you shouldn't do these things. You shouldn't take brand deals, blah, 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 blah. It's like, why? Like, why though? Like, what about it? What about it impacts you so deeply if I do something? That's something you need to talk to a therapist about, babe. That you're so deeply impacted
you're
like
weird.
that negatively.
Go away.
About a person you don't know.
You're weird.
You're weird. You're a weirdo. You're a whore loser. And it's not even that you're a whore, you're also a loser.
A whore loser. In Brazil, I don't know if you've seen this or not. But Brazil has passed the law that makes calling someone a homophobic slur punishable by prison.
Like up to like 5 to 6 years or something?
You get 2 to 5 years, depending on what
awesome.
That's what you think?
Yeah, because there's context behind it too. Like people are just taking that and being like, there's so many other things that are wrong. Well, hey babe, they already did the same thing with racism and all those things too. They're just continuing on to abolish this, like, abolish is such an intense word, like bullying type of thing. So I think that's actually great because they already did that for the things that are huge as well. So
in Brazil,
yeah, racism is the same. That's what a lot of people were like, I can't believe they're doing that, but it's already been the same punishment for racist slurs. So it's like they're now putting in like all of these horrible things together to say like this is also horrible. Yeah, so I actually think it's great.
Yeah, okay.
I think it'd be different if it was just homophobia and not like racism and other things like that and other prejudices. I think that would be weird because it's like, not that it's not bad, but I just mean like, there's also other stuff. But I think when you're adding into it, it's like, great. Why? You think it's bad?
Yeah, y'all gonna hate me. I don't think this is good at all.
Why?
I think this is a horrible decision, and I think that I didn't know about that racism thing.
Yeah.
I think that needs to be stripped back too.
Why?
Because in Brazil, it's illegal to do like homophobic actions, right? Like it's illegal for you to like deny somebody a job because they're gay or like not serve people because they're gay and shit like that. They just added on top of that with this. And before I continue, I want to make it very known that I do understand that Brazil ranks #1 in the world for LGBTQ like murders, specifically transgender people. I think that the number now is like, in the last year, I think it was like over 1,700 trans women killed. Damn. Over like 200 and some LGBTQ people. So I'm not about to sit here and say like no, what the fuck, I get it.
Then explain, because
I don't like this because I think that once you get into the realm of legalizing language, you open up the floodgates for a lot of bullshit to happen that you don't want to happen.
Like what?
So when you make it illegal for somebody to say faggot or like to call you a nigga or something like that, like the actual word is illegal. That's good for you now because you're on the good end of it. But when somebody gets put into power that don't like you, and they make it illegal for you to say racist, or illegal for you to say terrorist, or illegal for you to say pedophile, or whatever the fuck like that, then you gonna be on the butt end of it. I've never been a person that's been for like, and that's why I don't like this shit on the internet where you can't call people pedophiles when they're pedophiles. Like, that's some bullshit to me.
Yeah, but that's different. That's totally different.
And I get that it's different. Yeah,
because one is like calling someone something that is derogatory, and one is calling something that they are. The
overall point I'm trying to make is that I don't think that it's good to make like words legal or illegal, regardless of if we like them or not. Because again, once it gets to the flip end of it, then what the fuck?
The reason that they're doing it, right?
Of course.
Okay, is because they have the highest mortality rate for these people.
Of course.
And to make it now illegal to bully those people, you might actually be saving more lives because those people are going to be less inclined to act.
But that was legal prior to the entrance of this new law.
What?
Like to bully somebody.
Yeah.
For being gay.
Yeah.
That's a homophobic action.
Yes.
That was illegal prior to this. The difference between that old law and this new law is the specific of the words being illegal.
Well, because now you can't fight that. If you called someone a faggot, you could probably fight that because it was still legal to call someone that. So I could have bullied you and been like, no, I didn't, and fight it and win. Now you can't. Bye, bitch. Clink, clink.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. I just think like, so then what do? You just let it happen then? Well, because with that law, it didn't fix it, right? It still has the highest rate.
I think that it's a Band-Aid in comparison to what the full thing is.
What would you do?
I don't have an answer to that.
Well, probably they don't either. So this is their next solution, maybe.
But the ramifications of the implications of this, and like first of all, too, like I think that adding this is just going to add to that number, because now people who hate gay people feel as though they're being oppressed, crazy in their brain rights to be homophobic because of God or the fuck like that. Like now they feel like they're being suppressed. Now they feel like they're being like ostracized.
So you're just supposed to let them?
That's not, no. I'm not saying that. What
I get your point of what that means. My thing is, then what's the alternative? If you can't think of one, then you can't refute it. Like if you can't think of a better one, then just saying to do this.
But that doesn't discredit what I'm saying.
It doesn't. It doesn't discredit it. I'm just saying it doesn't work. Like what you're saying doesn't work then, because you can't be like, that's a bad idea. I get that this is a bad idea too, but that's a bad idea. You shouldn't do it. Like it's more of like, can you think of a better solution? Because maybe they have tried and can't, and this is what they've come up with. So this is their next try.
I just don't think it's going to end the way the niggas think it's going to end. In their mind, I think that they're making a choice to make, or a decision that's going to like positively affect the society, and that by not allowing people to say these words, you then like push people to not say them in the future, so that going forward, people don't repeat the behaviors that people do today. In their mind, they think that. Yeah. I think the complete opposite is going to happen.
Only one way to find out.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't fuck with that shit. I just don't like niggas saying what you can and cannot say. Like I was like on platforms and shit like that. I think that shit's stupid too. But you got the option to get off of that motherfucker ultimately. Like if the power grid go out, you like whatever, you can say what the fuck you want to. But like,
so you in America then, if they were to come and be out and be like, hey, for white people to call black people the N-word,
I would say that is a horrible thing and do not pass that. I would vote against that.
Wow, the amount of comments if we were big that would call you.
I don't give a fuck about that because my ultimate. I'm not saying, but to comment that, you're a dumbass bitch, because I'm not saying that I like the idea of white people being able to call me a nigga. They can do that now legally.
But I'm saying, but what if they couldn't? That'd be really great.
I don't like that because you're making language legal. You're legalizing language. Like that just pisses off racists and make them want to commit more crimes and hate crimes and shit like that. And especially in the country, and especially in the country like that. I mean, that's common sense, bro.
How?
Like, because that's how racists work. Look at how all these conservatives act in America about like CRT, like being able to teach people the facts about slavery and like racial discrimination and history of discrimination. Look how they acting about facts and like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So they want to suppress that. If you tell them that they legally cannot call nobody a nigga no more, they can't do racist shit, this and the third, them niggas is gonna trip. Look, I mean, you can look at history and just see like that could happen.
So your thing is just let them
until you find something else out.
But we don't know what something is. So Just let them. Oh, we are not centered in this thing now that you're forward.
So, for example, like, and I could be wrong. Y'all can fact check me on this because I could be completely wrong about this. But I think that within the first, 10 to 20 years after slavery was abolished, was the biggest period of like lynchings and like crimes against black people and freed slaves in the history of the United States.
100%. And I get that you're saying that could happen. But then what happens after that? Eventually it slows and people go, right, so we can't do this. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not saying that they should do it so that happens. I'm just saying, like, eventually, like, that becomes the norm to no longer do something. No matter what you change, big or small, there will always be an uproar. But eventually, it will slow down. It always does, right? That's what you just said. Just like you said, it was the uproar of this and the most amount of lynchings, and then it became the norm not to do these things. So, like, technically, that may be what this is.
I mean, but niggas been doing lynching. They still been doing it. Like,
I know, but they're not doing it like they were. People will always say and be horrible. Always. That's why there's laws. There wouldn't have to be laws if people would just not, like, if people would act right. So it might cause an uproar, but then it might fully become the norm to no longer say these things. I'm sure this conversation happened when they made slavery not a thing. And people, I bet you any money, there were people in your position who were slaves too, are probably like, I don't know if this is a good idea because this is going to hurt a lot of us. You know, like, I think there's always going to be both.
I don't know. I just think it's sticky when you're telling people, when you're making it illegal to say words. If you're a kid, if you're young.
Why are you still here after everything we just said?
Yeah. Word of advice, don't work nowhere that don't have a 5 to 10 minute grace period, because I don't understand why people can't just like come in 5 minutes late and it not be a big ass fucking deal. Especially since like punctuality is rooted in like racism and people's inability. So like when slaves got freed and shit like that, like some of them would try to get jobs. Some of them would try to get jobs. And other people had like horses and like wagons, blah, 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 but like freed slaves didn't have horses because we were enslaved for the past like however many fucking years. And so it'd be difficult for us to get to locations on time, which is why they made it to where you have to be there at this time or you get fired.
That's how that started?
No, but you believe me. So you need to make it so that motherfucker. Well,
I can't sit here and be like, it didn't happen. I'm going to get canceled. That's why I was having this conversation back here, so I maybe have to edit it out if I look bad.
But it sounds true, don't it?
Well,
boom. So then you need to work somewhere.
You need to work
somewhere. You need to work somewhere that gives you 5 to 10, at least 5 to 10 minutes to get your ass there whenever you feel like it. Because what the fuck are you really missing in that first 10 minutes that you can't get when you get past?
Okay, so I agree there should be a grace period, but then I also agree that I shouldn't have to pay you for it, that grace period, though. I'll pay you when you clock in. So if you don't make that 10 and you actually made 8, I feel like that's...
I don't agree with that either.
You lazy bitch.
I'm
this is
lazy.
Also coming from somebody who constantly just texted me over the last almost 6 years being like, shit, I showed up 10 minutes late to work. Fuck them. I'm going to show up 5 minutes late today. I don't give a fuck.
I don't think that's crazy because these companies makes way too much fucking... That's not going to make a dent in anything.
Yeah, but if they allow you to do that, then this other guy's going to be like, shit, me too. Shit, me too. And now they're just paying people who aren't at work.
And then if the whole entire company do it, it still won't be... It would be a drop in the penny of the money that you're making off of my labor. Yes, it will.
But not to everyone because, for example, my old job didn't make money for 3 years after COVID. They just are breaking even this year. Okay. So if we all came in late and they were paying us, they're losing money. So no.
Well, y'all rate is crazy as hell. Y'all be getting paid like used to get paid like over the average of minimum wage.
Not if you break it down to how many hours you work. It's not. If I worked
over minimum wage.
Yeah, like if I worked 4 hours in a night, like that's not minimum.
If I work at McDonald's, what big of a difference is it gonna make if I show in 5 minutes late?
Okay, but then so I'm saying then if you want a grace period, it has to be per corporation because a lot of places are just struggling. Which is why I
said don't work nowhere that don't give you 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, you'll never get the grace period.
There's a lot of places that got grace period. That's like common as fuck in a lot of places.
I would not pay you. You get paid when you clock in.
Get
paid when you're working.
I think it's common in a lot of places. I think that I don't like that. No, I think it's common in a lot of places because they also understand that like you about to make $10, $20, $30, $40,000 off of me. It's not gonna really kill you to give me 50 cents. You're not gonna die to give me 50 cents, bro. Like,
but okay, if you come in every day late and I'm paying you 50 cents every single day, do the math. You work How many days a month?
So
50 cents.
let's say you come in. What's the minimum wage? $15.
Alexa, what is minimum wage in Ontario?
Ontario's minimum wage is 14 Canadian dollars
14.
25 cents.
14,
So let's say fuck it. Let's just say you make $20 an hour, right?
Mhm.
$20 an hour.
That's
okay.
not common here.
If you make $20 an hour, I'm trying to figure out how much money you would lose in that 10 minutes.
You have to do it like this. Take the amount. So say you make $20
An hour.
an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Then you want to go by, you know who could do this in 2 seconds?
9.
My dad could do this in 2 seconds if you asked him.
Oh my God.
Just call him real quick.
Okay.
Hi, question. Okay, we're trying to break something down. If you make $20 in 1 hour.
How much do you make in 10 minutes?
You would make approximately $3.40.
I told you.
That's so
We were
crazy
trying to
that
figure
he
this
did
out
it
for
like
so
that.
long, and on the calculator, and I was like, just call my dad. He'll do it in his head in literally 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So
The company will
times that by you coming in late every day, because now you've allowed it, right?
Mhm.
So I can come in late every day.
Mm-hmm. $3 and what do you say? 40 cents.
$3.40
What's $3.33?
times
7 days a week.
you work 7 days a week.
Ooh.
You work 5
Times 5 days a week.
times 4
Times 4
times 12.
times 12.
So I'm paying you $800 extra a year for you to come in late. Fuck
And
no.
you're making millions
I don't
and
care.
millions
Because-
and millions
okay, but that's-
and millions.
how many employees
and
are there?
Millions
No?
of dollars.
But not everyone's making that many dollars. What are you talking about? Because again,
And
like my
millions
old
of
job
dollars.
literally broke even this year.
Because the wages that you pay people is not their full complete worth. You pay them the least that you can to maximize your
Times.
profits.
Say there's 10 employees.
Uh-huh.
So now I'm paying $8,000 a year in late fees.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck no. You
$8,000 in late fees.
You can have a
$8,000 in late
fee, or you
fees.
can have a late grace period.
$8,000 in late
clock in.
fees, and if you make $100,000 in revenue that year, that is a drop in the bucket.
It's actually not $8,000 because you're also going to pay fucking 50% taxes on that this year. So really, you only took home $40,000.
If you're an because you just get so specific. If you're an American,
okay,
and you don't work no place that don't give you 5 to 10 minutes grace period. Next,
I don't
topic.
agree. I'd be pissed at any job. I'd fucking answer you. I think that's so stupid for me to have to pay you while you're not working. Go on salary then.
I think that was it. Those last 2 things because we just talked.
And then
about
I
that.
have like a few on my phone, but I don't.
And then you have
I'm
a
recording
gang
on it
of
right
shit
now.
on your phone. So this has been the Emmizzie podcast.
Subscribe to the OF.
Oh my fucking God.
Where can you find us? You can find all of me.
You can find us at that blue icon.
All of me.
You can hit the link in the bio.
Inside.
Oh wait,
all of him. Can I put that on there?
you can put the link in the bio.
Can I? We're going to have my landing page, which is nicholasjamesmsi.com in the bio. And
In
you
the
can find-
bio, and then you could
do what you want with any
well,
link
the
in
comments, not the bio
there. The comments.
of the episode.
Description.
That's what I meant to say.
This beach. Yeah.
The description.
Anyway, my name is Nicholas.
And I'm Edmon.
Bye, hoes. Oh, shit.
What?
The listener letter. Damn.
Next episode.
Damn, let me get my shit over. Damn.
Damn!
I'm stuck in it.
Next
All right. Sorry. Next episode, we will do that. I'm so sorry. Bye.
I'm stuck in it.